Hello, luminaries, and welcome to Fos Chroma, where we explore this world and beyond through tabletop RPGs. Today we have another episode of our Candela Obscura anthology series, Tales from the Gallery. I'm Triumph, and will be your storyteller. Our cast features the talents of It's Mozzarella, How Do You Love Darlin', Oathbreaker Carrie, and Chaotic Neutral Joe. Candela Obscura is a game full of mystery and horror from the lovely creatives over at Darrington Press. This episode, Forget Me Not, will take place in the Fairlands, just outside of New Fair. While the world may seem very similar to our own at the turn of the century, it is decidedly and intentionally different in many ways, especially in terms of its history and cultural backgrounds. As this system holds horror close to its heart, please be advised that the content may not be suitable for everyone. You may find specific content warnings in the video description below. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Look to the light, lest all you see is the dark. We hope you enjoy Tales from the Gallery. Your heart aches every day. Her portrait sits on your wall like a dark cloud on an ever-darkening life. And at what cost? But what if you could see her again? What if I could grant you a life worth living? Would you take the chance? We open on the exterior of a brownstone. We're in the city of New Fair. It's a large city. This specific borough is Silver Slip. It's a very upper middle class area. I'd say more reminiscent of like New York, like a Brooklyn. A series of brownstones that look similar. They have their charm. Each one might be slightly personalized, but this one we know belongs to the Lightkeeper of our circle. The Circle of the Enduring Flames. Led by Adam Fain, a young Lightkeeper. Age 35. He's got hair cut short. It's down to his short-ish. It's to his shoulders. His weary eyes. And a look of a man tortured. And here we stand, outside of his brownstone. The door swung open. One question before I move forward. Would any of you be perpetually late?
I think they would be late only because they're new.
Okay. 3 of our circle at the outside of this brownstone. But before we go in, Professor, if you would give us a description of your character.
Professor Jean Aurelien is a suavely, chicly dressed younger man in his early 30s who is also delightfully disheveled at the same time. Wears very crisp clothing, stylish, interesting tweed patterns, textures that the average person may not feel eccentric enough to feel like they could own when they wear it and incorporate it into their outfit. But for some reason it works out with how he styles himself. Usually wearing some sort of vest or suspenders or jacket, shined shoes, but messy hair that's always just a little bit out of place. Strong jaw, easy smile, but a smile that's almost too easy. A well-practiced mask covering something underneath. But overwhelmingly wreathed in an air of curiosity. Constantly found twiddling a pen in his teeth, running his hand through his hair, pulling out his research journal to take notes at random intervals as it looks like inspiration strikes him. He's well known for his research, publicly and within Candela, of telecommunications. But only a select few know that his true purpose in studying telecommunications and sound waves is oriented around communicating with those beyond. And so his eyes often dart to anything sound-related, radio-related in the room. And he's sitting there, ankle over his knee, in a plush chair, chewing on a pen and looking at... Is there a gramophone in the room? A music player?
Yes. You're on the first floor. There is in the parlor room. There is a gramophone on the on like, God, why am I forgetting what furniture is called? There's like a side table essentially.
Perfect. Yeah, he's looking at that. Most people call him Professor, or Aurelian, or Jean if he's in trouble or needs to be reached.
Okay. You hear upstairs something drop. It doesn't shatter. It's not, from what you can tell, it's not glass, but it does sound like something metallic drops on the ground upstairs. I'll move to Robbie.
I think Robbie delights in people watching, and when there aren't many people around is one of those types to be eerily observant of their own circle. So you see, not sitting in a chair, but standing in a corner, a very tall, not slender, more muscular than slender, straight-backed, like perfect posture, woman with very big hair, a suit jacket, fingerless gloves on one of her hands, and glasses that look different and strange the longer you look at them. She has one very bright, almost white eye, but it's like a pale icy blue, and the other is almost coal brownish black. It's so dark. Like not even in the sunlight does it pick up that honey amber that sometimes brown eyes are able to do. And she's looking at the professor. And every time the professor looks to the gramophone, Robbie just nods. And it's like another mental note is being made.
The drop. You hear hurried footsteps. You hear someone up there, almost like muffled through the floor. God damn it! I really, should be more careful. Rory.
I think Rory would have been flittering through his notes, had like X'd out through his notebook all of the contacts that he had reached out to in regards to the bleed. So if there's people in the room that he's in, they would see him just kind of like pacing, not anxious, but just sort of like taking inventory. He's very focused. He is wearing these black boots that are worn. They're not dogged. There's not holes or anything like that, but you can tell he gets a good bit of use out of them. He's got these gray pleated pants that fit his form well, nice wide leg fit, but his jacket looks it looks like he could do for an upgrade. He doesn't look like he's hard on coin per se, but the material is not what he's concerned about. He kind of carries himself like someone who values their work a lot. So you'll see him and you'll see like an intense focus. He'll fiddle through his notebook some more. Okay, all right. Brush his hair, his locks he'll have pulled in a bun. Just like these deep black hair. His glasses on a chain. These black circular frames, excuse me. He's just sort of walking back and forth, not necessarily disturbed by the sound upstairs, but just kind of, okay, yeah. Cool. Put that away, and I'll look over to the other two. Kind of just like tilt his head, just taking it in. I don't know if I should break the silence or not, but this seems quite strange. Seems unkind. Hello. How are you two doing today?
Oh, did we not say hello already? Sorry.
Fairs. I mean, no, I've been paying attention. It's really quiet right now. I mean, there's the bang upstairs, but it's...
Where's the new girl?
Oh, was I supposed to do that? Was I supposed to send her the message?
This is what you said you'd do. Did you do it?
Oh.
Yeah, I did say that, and I meant it, and I had every intention of doing so, but, you know, just like I can't remember if we said hello or not, I don't know if I sent her the proper
So she's
message.
lost.
She might be lost.
We lost the new one.
Well, maybe Adam, you know.
Oh, I'm
thought ahead.
definitely telling Adam.
Yep, that's fair. Robbie, thank you.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah, you seem focused. Yeah.
Well, but happens. I did make some progress in the metered response. You know, the thing I was telling you about the invention of using the waves and communicating and radios and stuff.
I'd love to hear about that. I really would, Professor. Why don't we wait till the whole team is here?
You're right. Thank you.
That seems fair. Yeah.
At this moment, two things happened at once. So at the front door, which you can see from your vantage point at the parlor, Roxanne arrives. But at this same moment, from the top of the stairs, you see a man peek down at the commotion, and it's decidedly not Adam.
Do we recognize this person?
No.
Oh, we're getting 2 new recruits. Oh, that's lovely. I'm glad
I see Roxanne come in, and that just means that Roxanne is alive and is safe and is here. I want to run after that other person immediately.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if Roxanne came in because that surprised me. Roxanne is just like, did I come here right? No, I think I took a left turn. If I had come to, oh, people I recognize. Great. Okay, wonderful. No, I thought I took a couple turns and then the professor was sending me somewhere else. Okay. Who are you? Wait, no, that's wrong. Hi.
I'll say I did send a thing. I knew I did. Robbie? I see Robbie
Stop
running.
talking, friend. As she's like getting very close.
So first at that response, he does like go back up a little bit, but he says it's all right. Roxanne, please give us a description of your character.
Roxanne comes in very put together, but with the small handkerchief coming out of the sleeve, maybe a button that's like kind of put the wrong way for a tall collared neck, a necklace where the clasp is kind of coming around the side instead. It's just a little off. And they're very observant, so they're looking everywhere all at once, but they're also anxiously going through their notes from the last night where they listened to radio over and over. They have been at this for a long time since they first encountered something, but didn't know what to name it or what to call it. And of course, no one else had that information. They had grown up poor and alone, so in that way, they were invisible to also their questions and queries. They recognized many people in this group way before the circle. They have seen the professor talk. They have went to Rory when they were working as a journalist with so much clues of missing people or murders, and everyone has turned them away, or once in a while they were correct. But for the last couple of weeks, everything that they have learned about this world just opened up. So today they are completely put together. Hair is black curls, almost pitch black, with thick eyebrows, dark brown skin, black eyes, and very long lashes. They are a younger, maybe early 20s, younger adult, and stands very short, around 5'2".
Robbie, we should probably resolve that. And also, do the rest of you do anything as Robbie approaches this person upstairs?
I think it's Robbie speeds upstairs. As Rory's like putting his notepad into his pocket, is just gonna like keep his hand in his pocket as if he's going to pull something out, but it's more so just a bluff, and just kind of like walk towards the door that Roxanne just came in, and then also like peer up the stairs, kind of like trailing behind Robbie, but certainly not at the same speed.
I think Aurelian very surreptitiously pulls something from his jacket and hides it under his journal. Hide his small handgun, just in case.
Just in case.
Okay. So Robbie is going up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
As this man is backing away.
Yeah.
He says to you, "Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. Trust me when I tell you that I don't really want to be here either."
Trust. Yep, you're talking to the wrong person. You don't know where you are, do you?
No, I do. I just... I'm a friend of Adam's.
Ah, immediate guard dog mode off.
Okay, thanks.
Are we going somewhere? Where were we going? Where did Robbie go to? Oh, and they're just following Robbie. Just, oh, a new friend? Oh, no. Okay, friend. Friend, not foe. Got it.
No. Remember
Not
we
yet.
talked about
Great.
that? No friends? Nope. That
Well,
choose our friends
not
with
friend or
discernment.
foe. Roxanne. I mean, no handshakes. No. Hello.
You're doing great. You're doing great. All right, friend. You're scaring the new girl.
Sorry.
Tell us who you are, and I'll get you something to drink. Would you like
Right.
some water?
No water. So I was sent, as a bit of a substitute. Adams, I haven't talked to him in like a week and a half, and he was supposed to be here, so they sent me, for a case. Sorry, Lawrence. My name is Lawrence.
Professor.
That's it?
I'm sorry, Roxanne. Please, cross-examine our new non-friend. Professor.
Oh, I thought there was more. Lawrence.
Oh, my... What, do you need my
Your
surname?
surname?
Oh, yes. Lawrence Hayes. I don't really know what use
Well,
that is to you.
I know a Lawrence down the street who makes wonderful bread, and then there's a Lawrence that calls me all the time. But I fear that it's a spirit, but I don't know. I still haven't figured that one out yet. But Lawrence Hayes, and then they like pull out from their very messy notebook like a piece of paper, and they're just like writing it.
You can rest assured I have never called you, and I'm a horrible baker, so...
I do think I know that Lawrence, though, that you're talking about, the baker from the patisserie down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think one of his children is in Candela as well.
Oh,
Yeah, funny.
there's more.
Well, I've heard they don't really let us, mingle like.
Yeah, there is more.
Yeah. It's not really like a meet and greet.
No, I just heard the
No,
name
but-
was Jimmy and that they were very, they kind of remind me of you, Robbie.
Don't do that. Mr.
Yep, you're right.
Hayes, would you like to step in and actually tell us what's going on?
Right. If you could just follow me to the parlor, sorry, not the parlor, the study. Upstairs on the second floor, there's a study. It's like directly above that first parlor that you were in. He sort of walks in here. He is a very like lanky man. His hair pulled back into a bit of a bun. He's got these sunken eyes and like a very awkward gait as he walks in to the study. Are you following?
Yeah.
Sorry for springing this on you, startling you like this. I didn't intend anyone to be here, which sounds more suspect. Let's restart. I was sent here as a substitute for Adam. I came here to sort of get a lay of the land. I know that, I haven't heard from him in a bit, but I did receive a call from him a week and a half ago. And so I thought first place to check should be his house, but the door was already open. But then I found these, and he he sort of points to or gestures to there's an old style radio. If you've ever seen, have you ever seen those old style radios? They're like they're like maybe 6 inches tall and like 4 across, and they look like miniature little, like, the best way I can describe is they look like miniature, like, grandfather clocks. They've got the dials and everything on them. He gestures to one of these and he says, I've been taking a bit of a look at it, and I think it's an artifact.
But do you have your bleed detector?
I am looking straight at it, which means I am using my bleed detector. I go like this with my glasses. Do I see anything odd about it?
From a glance, not particularly, but when he gestures to it, you see something flare up in it, almost like the energy is drawing from somewhere.
I readjust my glasses and lean back. I don't say anything yet because I'm not saying anything in front of him.
Storyteller, I have a question.
Yes.
So, we are all here, but he arrived and the door was open. Did we arrive after him? And is this like our weekly meeting time that we just all get together to debrief?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
You usually have a meeting weekly. I would say the one last week was Adam told you beforehand that he wasn't going to be available. He mentioned that he'd be out of town, but that he'd be back. He specifically told you that he was coming back, and so you would have arrived here expecting your weekly meeting.
Awesome. Lawrence is it? Yeah. Right, that's your name.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't know you were actually asking.
Oh, yeah. When you learn so much information, it gets kind of jumbled up in there. Lawrence, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Adam said that he was going to go out of town. We talked to him last week, but he should be back eventually.
Right. No, that's my worry. When I spoke to him, he mentioned that he'd be gone for a week, but he said, and in this moment, Robbie, are you still looking at the radio?
Indeed.
Roxanne would join in that just because everything with radios, they're just listening in on anything.
Okay.
Rory's just writing down everything he says in his notepad, just observing the interactions.
So as he is talking, the radio, you hear it tune. It turns on. And he stops mid-sentence because it communicates this. When I first listened to this radio, all I heard was the sound of a heart beating, but as time went on, I began to hear her voice. Lawrence, I can't let her go. She sounds so afraid. I think I'll be gone for a week. I have to check. And the tuning stops. And Lawrence, the look on Lawrence's face is one of surprise.
Has it
First
done that
time.
before?
No, it has not. I have not seen that before. But those are the words he said. He said that to me on the phone.
Was this nearby when you received the message?
No, I mean I was home. He could have. I guess he could have been near it, but I don't.
Where did you say you got this from?
It was here when I got here, but I think he might have kept it. There was a...
Wait.
Yep.
There was a...
There was a case a long time ago, and I think he kept it.
Is that against protocol? What's that? And the proceedings of things like this.
Well, it's not like really a rule per se, but you're definitely not supposed to keep them.
Interesting. Rory looks to his notepad. Don't keep the weird stuff. Okay.
You tried tuning it yet?
No,
You have to work with it a little bit.
Roxanne?
May I?
Do you have
Sure.
safety equipment on?
They're just looking to the many times they didn't before. They're like, there's safety. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna pull out my extra pair of riding gloves and hand them over so that, and these aren't the fingerless ones, so at least your skin won't be touching the item directly, which is all I have on me if you don't have your personal Candela kit, which I'm assuming we get during onboarding stages.
It's still new, so they're like slowly unwrapping it and like putting it there, and you can see like the gloves are in there. They're like, oh, thank you, and they'll put that on, and then they'll take the gloves that are in the kit, put it into their pocket. It's like, we're prepared, we have this, and they'll also take out their bleed detector and just wind it up, and it's this small little music box that's wooden, and then just starts like making music and okay, let's see if he took this home and spent time with it, but then didn't need it for whatever that you said that whoever she is. I'm assuming he hasn't told the new recruit about whoever she is, so Roxanne's just, yes, let's figure this out. And could I do... Is it focus or survey? No, sense. Sense.
yeah, sensor focus, I'd say, is appropriate.
I have a 3 and a 4.
You and you picked it up with gloves on?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any damage. It doesn't make sense. However,
Nah, do it.
it doesn't make sense for this particular moment. But when you tune it, you're turning it on and tuning it to find the appropriate station. What you hear is this, and I'll need, since everyone's in the hearing range of this, I'll need a focus roll. from the other 3.
I got 2 5s.
I got a 3 on my gilded die. I rolled pretty bad. I rolled pretty bad.
I got a 3 as well.
My gilded die.
Oh,
So I don't
hey.
understand that yet.
Yeah.
3 threes, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so I mean, those are there's no full successes here. So that'll all right. So I'll need a bleed. Take a bleed to Professor Ravi and Rory. Just one bleed mark. Professor, I'm gonna resolve these and then I'll go back to you, Roxanne. Professor, you hear something specific. You hear the voice of a woman. Someone you haven't heard before, or in a long time. And she says, Sean, I would quite like to see you again.
Do I recognize his voice? It's
been some time, but you do.
There is a flash of raw emotion that breaks through Sean's usually easygoing face as his gaze locks onto the radio. Did any of you hear that just now?
I will answer that for now, and then you can come back. They do not, because they hear something different. Rory, what you hear is something entirely distinct, but it feels like it's tugging at something in your core. You feel a little bit of you pulled away by something almost mystical, as it speaks directly into your mind, and it says, what is it you wish for?
As this kind of like message hits Rory, he goes a little pale. His hand that was writing in his notepad drops the pen, and it's just like a little bit of a quiver, and he'll just kind of like turn his eyes to the sides, looking around, but he'll try to steel himself and kind of walk in towards the radio, like tilting his head a bit, kind of like crouching and like walking towards it. What is... I feel like I lost something. Oh, that... He'll pick up the pen. Okay. Did anyone have an experience with this radio? Just...
And Robbie.
No, you can double it and give it to the next person. It's fine. I don't need one.
You experience something slightly different, because while you do hear a voice asking you, what do you wish for? Something about it distorts and warbles. it's like the voice itself switches between mask and femme all at once, and you hear multiple different voices in the one as it asks you this question.
Robbie is looking at the radio while this voice is in her head, and she's going to adjust her glasses and lean forward and say, in her mind, I guess, not out loud, I think I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
Silence. It doesn't respond. But you specifically, you feel that it is there. And you have been touched by whatever this was. Roxanne, when you tuned it, you heard nothing but static. You could feel sort of like this pulse, almost like an air or not an air, a wave of bleed sort of extend from the radio, almost as if it was pulsing with the radio waves themselves, right? But you couldn't hear anything. You just heard static. And deep within that static, you could hear like the remnants of what might be a voice. But you're just not attuned.
They're just a little frantic, a little, just like a quiet, oh, please, 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 you can talk to me. Just say something. Oh, I hear something. I hear a little voice. Please, please, I hear you. I hear you. And I know you want to be heard. I want to be heard too. And just like whispering really close to it while trying to get it. But as soon as it's just too far off, they just slam the desk up. Oh, that was nothing.
I wouldn't say that was nothing.
No, it's very
What
much
do you
something.
mean?
So I take it you all heard something, and I take it we...
I'm looking at the professor, who I have obviously seen shaken many times, mostly because I'm barking in his face. But right now, this is like a different type of shaken, and that gives me full pause, and I laser sight on Lawrence. While the three of my circle members are talking, and to avoid acknowledging what just happened to me, I want to see if Lawrence heard anything. If all of us heard it, I want to know if he did as well. Something. It may not have been the same thing we heard.
Lawrence is visibly shaking. He notices. He looks up at you, and he sees that you are looking at him, and he averts his eyes, and he says, I really hoped this was going to be something normal. I really hoped I wouldn't be caught up in something bad again. Did either of you hear, the little voice?
Sounded little to you, did it?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to look at each one of the circle members to see if they also heard a small voice. And just like I'm going off pure intuition. So like micro expressions, small nods, or like anything like that. To see if
Fully Roxanne is. A little voice, yes.
a little voice. Okay.
Rory has like steeled himself, pen firmly in grasp. No, it wasn't. I'm not worried about the voice, mate. What did it ask you?
Is it? Yes, what did it ask you?
Because the one that spoke to me said, "What's your deepest desire?" I mean, I'm at 28, man. I'm still trying to figure it out. But what did it ask you? Looking at Lawrence.
Honestly, it sounded like me mum. And no, she didn't ask me about desires or anything like that, but oh
Or did
god.
she say that she really would like to see you again or something?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Is that what yours asked you, Professor? Rory looking towards Aurelian.
I think Rory and Robbie have been around long enough that maybe they've heard the name Pia before. I don't think that Aurelian has gone into detail about who she was, but you would have been able to gather that that is someone that he lost a long time ago. I think I heard. I think I heard Pia. And I don't fucking like that. Because Pia, well, she didn't go anywhere around here. It was sudden. It was at the train station. There's no reason that her spirit should be attached to anything here. So why is a voice coming through that radio in my head? And why are we all hearing different things?
Deceptive little thing it is.
Indeed.
Do either of you know if Thane had any sort of artifacts or something to like protect our minds? I don't know, just if you, looking at Lawrence, can hear what Adam said the day before or whenever he disappeared. I'm hearing things that I shouldn't be hearing. You're hearing your mum. Everyone else, well, you're hearing a voice ask you what you want, what you wish for. Sounds like it's trying to get into our heads. Or at least gathering information from it.
Lawrence, he says, I don't know anything that will be exceedingly helpful to sort of guard your mind, but something I do know is that if this is some sort of phenomena speaking to us, right, directly to us, you just have to know what's true for you. Your truth will keep you sane.
Lawrence, Where is it you want us to go?
Yeah, he, you see on the table near the radio is a sort of like a torn piece, a torn page, I should say. He says, so I saw this when I got here. It's got a sketch on it. It's the town. Have you heard of Miracle? It's an old mining town on the outskirts, and all I have is this sketch. It looks like he drew this. It's sort of like, it's a sketch of the town, and it's a sketch of, you see what looks like a mine, like he drew like the opening of like a mine, and you also see a sketch of his wife's face, the same wife that you see on a grand portrait in his study, his wife Arya. You see her face sketched right next to the sketch of the town. I don't think he meant anyone to read this. It's sort of like a letter to her, it looks. But that's all we've got.
All right. Robbie, you look like you have something more.
No. Professor, would you read the letter for us?
Yeah, I can do that. What does the letter say?
It's short. From what you can tell, it looks like it was written in a hurry. It's just a quick message. It says, I am coming home, my love. Wait for me. It's been a long time coming, but I finally found what I need. It won't be long now.
And after he finishes reading that, you see the easy mask slide back into place. You see a very clear decision to let go of that emotion that was clouding the professor's face for a bit. I see why you wanted me to read this. Looks like my notes fucking scrawled in a hurry like that.
I look over to Rory, who has been writing most of this down, and ask, any connections?
Well, a couple thoughts. But first, Robbie, what did that thing ask you? So make sure I have my notes correct.
Huh. Sneaky little shit. Robbie blinks once and like with a hesitance, and then says fuck it, and little fucker asked me what I wished. So I wished to get an introduction. Too cowardly, I suppose. It's just silent for me.
Okay, so asked you for what you wished, asked me what my deepest desire was. Professor, we won't need to open that story. Roxanne, what did it ask you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I only heard a little voice.
And didn't ask a weird cryptic question or anything like that?
I think I've failed to attune it.
Understood. And Lawrence was traumatized by the sound of his mother. I'm sorry, mate. Again, that is heavy. Okay. Well, Robbie, if you bear with me, it feels as though this thing is maybe a connector, perhaps, to things that we may have lost, maybe. I don't know what's a miracle. I'm sure we'll find out when we get there, but perhaps there's something that our friend lost that they want to get to. Or someone, rather.
I point at the portrait.
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment.
So, meaning, if we go to miracle, we'd be facing resisting our deepest, darkest desires. Professor.
Yes. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that? Robbie, you know, when you look at me like...
turn.
Roxy, why are you looking at me like that?
Rory
Hey,
turned.
Rory! It's just, okay, fine, I'll drive.
Could you please just try to resist the urge to have the thing you want for the next 24 hours? That's all.
Robbie, come here. Look at me. Lean in.
Yeah.
Robbie, I'm a man. You really gonna ask this of me? I'm
Professor...
kidding you. I went to therapy for it. It's fine. I'll
my God. Lawrence.
Did it work?
I apologize. You seem... And Robbie takes a long moment and looks them up and down and goes, ill-equipped to handle this. Would you like to stay back?
Well, you know, you raise a good point. I'm not entirely I'm not entirely emotionally equipped to see or speak with my mother again. Oh God, no.
No, you don't need the extra thoughts and memories and things that hide from you what you already have of her.
Well said.
Indeed.
Go sit down and drink some tea. And something to eat. And I know I'm new, but perhaps they're looking to the rest of the group, just, we can go ahead to Miracle.
I think that's a fantastic idea, Roxy. Do you mind if I call you Roxy? Do you prefer Roxanne?
No.
What? I think she's charming.
Roxanne's plenty.
Roxanne? Yeah. Alright, I'll do my best. Hey, no hard feelings about that radio, eh? So it's a finicky one.
They usually are. But I don't mind the time or the wasted potential. There was something calling out for anyone who would hear. And I think, like you said, Mr. Telling, if someone is willing to hear it, it will pull you in. So, when you drive, when we get there for the next 24 hours, be adamant. What you desire is against that, away from that, far from it, Hopefully. So just be adamant and fight against it. That should work.
Yeah, I mean, if that don't work, I'll pull you out myself. Ain't nothing I won't.
They're just like whispering to Mr. Tully, like, see? Adamant.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Turns to Robbie, thumbs up. Yeah, got it. Of course.
They'll take back their music box and they're still humming to it as it like finishes up and they get it closed. Put everything back together and they're just ready to go.
Okay.
Professor will lean in really quietly to Roxanne and give her a little bump of the shoulder, the elbow. I forgot what elbow was called. So just like, well, it wasn't wasted. We learned something. It's because of you. Takes keys out of his pocket, flips them up in the air, catches them. All right, grab what you need. Let's go.
As they're like following, the last thing, he's like, would stopping at the patisserie be a need? And that would just be there.
You say grab what you need. I grab the back of your collar, Professor, just to make sure you're not getting distracted on the way directly to the vehicle.
Yeah, he will let you pilot him direct. Exactly. Oh, wait, my backpack. Yep. All right. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Tulling,
Yes.
you coming?
Oh, of course. Yeah. You just lead the way. Yeah. I just make sure my camera's with me. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Let's do it.
Quiet feet of yours. I apologize. I never know where you are.
No, it's quite all right. It's all good. But yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Before we hop in the vehicle, I lean forward towards Roxanne and just say, "You did really good in there. Great work, really. Please remember your gloves. Can I have mine back?
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Thank you so much.
I have these from the pack.
Yes, and now the pack is open. Love that for us. Put those away and settle in. If Professor's driving, I'll be directly adjacent in the back. Just in case I need to lean forward and do something helpful.
All right. So you're on your way. This isn't a far destination. I mean, you do have to reach city limits, which takes like an hour. You're going by car, of course. It's maybe like 2 hours total to reach. So it's not very far. Is there anything you would like to talk about along the way?
You lot want to hear about the latest scandal?
Of course I do.
Yeah, it's a story I've been working on. So, all right. So, this is off the record. Actually, I should preface that. You didn't hear this information from me,
Mr. Tully. But in Candela, everything is off the record.
Sensational. Okay, so
Who else
what
am I going
happened?
to tell? The spirits I talked to?
If you
Sorry,
want-
what?
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. No, Robbie's right. What?
No. Tell me the scandal.
All right. If there was a hat being worn, it was off, and then immediately just like put back over her eyes as she leans back.
Sure. I don't think it'll be as interesting as spirits, but so there's a new cheating scandal. All right. So the conglomerate that owns the distillery, they own a franchise of a bunch of different bakeries, but the owner of it has been cheating on a partner of 25 years with, get this, the owner of the #1 butcher shop in all of New Fair. It's meats and breads. It's just, It's a nasty sandwich, is what I've discovered, and I just
Is that the name of the title?
I'm still workshopping it. Actually, I don't know. But if you have any ideas,
Good.
do let me know.
But I will. What? They're just like using that moment to look outside and seeing the buildings of New Fair kind of go down. They really don't know anything, do they? They just
And they
read
never
about
will.
the new sandwich, and they never will. That is our work.
It's our blessing.
Blessing's an
That's the
interesting
word
way
for
to
it.
put it. Sorry, Roxy.
No, I was agreeing
Roxanne,
with
sorry.
you.
Focus on the road.
They're probably sitting in the back seat as well, so they're just like looking at the rear view mirrors like, yes, no, yes, fine.
Yep. Does that bother you?
My what?
Does that bother you that we're different now? That there's a line that you can't cross?
It does and it doesn't. For many... I didn't know that you needed gloves to touch many artifacts with bleed on it. So I'm thinking of the times before, and now I cannot unsee it. And all I want to do is grab the nearest person and tell them. Like I did. And see their face just look at me like I am. And it's good, from what we have done so far, that we are helping. But it feels like we will always be, and then they like tap the glass that the car is, just behind something they can never look through.
Yeah. Thank fuck.
It's like when you said the baker's son was in Candela. Why won't we talk to them? I would love to talk to the baker's son. What was their experience the first time they came in? What was it like to sit across from their guardian and not say a word?
You know, it's an interesting concept. I wonder why they don't let us mingle more, like in between
I would
chapters.
be rambling every few seconds between bites of pastry after pastry.
You gotta stop saying pastries. It sounds so good. It sounds really good.
I'm assuming we stopped on the way.
That is acceptable.
Roxanne hides the one remaining one.
And the almond cheese croissants. Oh, I feel like I can still smell it. You know, it lingers in your taste buds. And anyways, focus. In the game, we're not giving in to our most deepest, darkest desires. And if my deepest, darkest desire. Dizakis, yeah. It's language.
Spiked your coffee again, Professor.
Again.
Nope.
Wait,
nope.
you're driving.
Yep, I'm completely sober. Only late at night. No driving involved. But
You were
why,
saying
you trying to
your
come over for a
deepest,
nightcap?
darkest desires is pastry? Is that what you were saying?
You know, if that's the deepest, darkest desire I have, it ain't too bad.
And
They
with
just
that,
crinkle the paper a little tighter to be like, okay, then that at least one person we got safe.
we're within sight. We are getting to the city limits. And as you see the buildings come into view, you notice that the layout looks different than what was drawn. You don't see a mine. What you do see is a series of buildings, maybe a few, like a couple farmhouses, and a manor towards the back. And there's a small wall, let's say about half height, encompassing like halfway around, right? With like one entrance, essentially. And as you come to a stop, before you even exit the car, you see a woman. Jean, what does she look like?
She had long, silky hair, dark as night. She was very small, not any taller than 5'2", but she had a blazing aura of personality around her. She's the type of person who could walk in a room and all eyes would snap. Not because she was wearing the latest fashions or that she was loud, just that she was, and that she took up her space. And sometimes he would wonder that if it was because she burned so brightly that her light flickered out just as quickly. She looked like she could be noble, but she was just a person.
And there she is, at the edge of the town, looking at you as the car stops.
Upon seeing the figure of Pia, I think John's like readjusting the scarf around his neck, and this looks different, doesn't it? Rory, did you grab that sketch that Thane drew? It looks different, doesn't it? Did you grab that?
Yeah,
Right,
no, I've got the sketch. Yeah, got the drawing. You okay, mate?
It starts to say yes, glances at Robbie in the rearview mirror. Yeah, maybe not.
Go on then, tell us the truth.
It's quiet here, isn't it?
Professor.
Robbie?
In this vehicle, it can get a bit difficult to manhandle someone the way you want to.
Not if you're
Why
flexible
not make this
enough.
easier on... I know you are... What did you see, hear, or feel?
I just need you to remind me, what is it we're doing again? You said ignore... Keep control, right? Keep things on lock. Stay focused. That's what you want, right?
Yeah?
Alright.
You see something you want? Turn the other way. Yeah?
Don't give it power.
Never give it power. Be the power, Professor.
I think I might need to watch you a little bit more to learn how to do that. You're the powerful one.
You watch me enough, you creep, and she's gonna open the door.
I didn't mean like that. You know what? You're right. You're valid for saying that. I realise I sometimes come off in ways that I don't intend, and I do apologise. Roxy, I'm so sorry. This is your first impression of me. I'm I'm really more usually wrapped up in my notes, but here we are. Right then, I'll get out of the car.
Roxy had like gotten out of the car as soon as everyone had like gone with Rory. So when they hear, they're just turning back to be like, "Yes, we're walking." What? Oh no, you're fine. I didn't hear a thing. So who is that? And they're kind of again like looking at Pia, just.
I think this is the first time Sean realizes that you all can see her too. And goes very quiet and is in the back of the group.
Are there notes in there? Am I missing something? Was it in my pack?
Oh, do you need a notebook? I
No,
think
I have this one here.
Alright, great. No, this is just my personal one. Research and the like. It's wrong end of the pen, sorry.
So do you approach the town at all? Or Pia?
I would ask if the professor want. I'd like gently nudge as you have your head in your book, and go. Do you want to see if it's a trick or if it's her? I'll go with you if you do.
I knew you looked at my picture locket. I knew you looked at it. I knew you looked at it, Robbie.
And I've stolen your wallet twice. What of it?
Yeah, no.
What, we're bringing up stupid stuff. Do you want to go
I
over
didn't
there or
realise
not?
you all could see her. Sorry, Rory, Roxanne. That person over there looks exactly like I remember my best friend. Schooling. Her name was Pia, and she passed very suddenly back when we were like, what, 20 something?
It's difficult.
So
Yeah. Rory just kind of like fixes his jacket a little bit. Will pull out his camera, not to take a picture, but just kind of like having it at the ready. I can understand that this will be very difficult, what we're about to embark on, but just know your resolve is greatly appreciated.
He'll pull out his wallet and a wallet-sized picture that opens. It's like a locket of sorts. You almost might think it's a cigarette case, but when he opens it, it does have a picture of the woman who is standing over there, and he shows it to Rory and Roxanne. So everyone's in the loop and on the same page.
Roxanne looks down, back up again. Around their wrists, there even like a couple of them hanging off their belt are these just little containers. So they kind of put both their hands over the professor's. If you did want to, just if we're going to be met with our desires and our wants, I could commune with it if you would allow me. With them.
Yeah. You know, it's what my research has all been about, but I didn't expect it to happen like this, and it doesn't feel right to happen like this. I haven't even tested out it. I haven't tested out the meter to connection. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm ready for this. But do whatever you need to do. Don't worry about me.
All right, then. Before I've seen your work, Professor, I tend to be the communication, or the connection, or the intermediary. So, Rory, I'm going to go towards it. pull me out if anything happens. And they just like look at Robbie and just tap their nose. All right, and they go towards towards Pia.
Robbie stays 4 steps behind and no further.
I think Roy would clock Robbie's distance and would maintain the same space.
When they go close enough to it, to see that is this a person or is this like something happening, they're going to commune if it's not a person.
Sure. As you approach, you cross the threshold of the town, and you approach this person, and they look real. They look as real as can be. And yet, at the same time, I need a focus roll from you. And also Robbie, since you are nearby.
Dang, I'm catching strays. Got a 1 and a 4.
What does drive do in this? Does it add a dice?
An
to
extra
this?
die, yes.
Got it. I got a 5 and a 6 and a... Yeah, so they take the lowest? Is that the
No, the highest.
highest?
Yeah.
5 and a 6.
Okay. So you got a 6.
Yep.
You want to commune. What happens is this. You're seeking to connect with her, assuming it's not a person. When you open your vessel, you open your channel, you hear 2 things happen. The first, everything flickers. Like for a moment, it's like the world around you is not what you have been seeing. For a split second, the person standing before you is not a person. You see attached to a fence, almost slimy creature with almost like arms like tendrils, sharp claws, its mouth unhinged like a snake. It drops its maw and it's looking at you. At the same time, you see the farmhouse in front of you that before appeared to be immaculate and maintained. You see it disintegrate, almost like the wall itself has collapsed and the window at the top is just batting against the frame. And in that instant, it is back. Everything you saw before is there. The woman is there. You hear a voice. What would you give for your greatest desire?
Roxanne, when they were coming towards them, They were playing with the music box as they've done to commune before, just slowly to a sleep, being quiet and humming. And as soon as that visage changed, they have, oh, well, you're not Pia. That's not Pia. No. And still humming to the sound of the music box. And they hear that question and they remember everyone has asked the question. I'd give the world, of course. But I cannot give that, can I? So, then they're going to slowly start walking backwards. And they're going to do this like hand motion to where Robbie is. And try to grab behind them to see if their hand...
As soon as that's happening, I clasp both of my hands around yours and I say, actually, I don't think I say anything. I think hold tight or else, but I'm going to give a big old yank to make you get behind me. Hopefully both giving it like physically jarring enough to pull you out of it, like snap you out of it, but also hard enough to make it to where I am the first thing that this non-Pia is having to interact with.
As that's happening, I think the professor leans into Rory and is like, can you take a picture?
I don't know if this is. It feels like it might not be that kind of thing. Are you sure?
I'm never sure.
All right. Roy will take a picture. It'll be very quick, but he'll take a picture nonetheless. We'll just kind of like let it develop. Just give it a minute, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
As they were like walking behind Robbie, Roxanne's like, well, I don't know if, possibly Pia had 4 tentacles before, but they do now. They really do. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one over there. They're just describing the farm, and that's not typical. That's, maybe they found hobbies.
I'm letting you ramble, but I'm keeping you at arm's length behind me so that you can't get any closer or any further. Also, I'm not letting go of you unless you tug. If you were to try to like run away, I would let you, but I'm making sure, because I can't turn and look over my shoulder, that you're in manageable distance just in case something happens.
Triumph are they moving closer in any way? Just even a step?
No.
Okay.
If you're looking at Pia, Pia is looking at Jean. Has not moved from that. And Robbie, would you remind me of your role?
For what?
The focus roll.
Oh, earlier? That was a 1 and a 4. Yeah.
4, okay. You don't see what Roxanne saw, or at least not in regards to Pia. You do see like the architecture sort of shimmer and fade for a split second. Also, you take a bleed as well.
Yay! Owie.
But something that does happen to you specifically, you hear sort of like a woman's voice, and it says, tonight we fulfill our promise. But that's it.
That's it? Okay. Nope. Absolutely not. I start backing up towards the professor and Rory with Roxanne. And once we get to we're mostly reconvened, I'm not going to turn away from the ghost, but I'm going to go talk this way while keeping my eyes on Pia and say, Whatever's going on, it's coming to a head tonight. It's going to be bad. So, Professor, could you do that thing you do? You know, when you listen for sounds, small ones, could we follow them?
Yeah. Yeah, you said things aren't looking like they appear in reality, right?
No, nothing is. And they're like making these hand motions. Correct.
Right, he's taking off his pack, his messenger backpack, scrambling to get out a large, mechanical-looking device. Doesn't fully remove it from the bag. It's gonna stay in there, but he's getting out what looks like the top part of the gramophone, and then a almost trombone-like, attached to I mean, in modern times it might look like one of those movable shower heads, but instead it looks like something that you can speak into or play a musical instrument in. And those of you who've worked with him before know that this is the metered response, as he studies telecommunications and furthers the advancement of holographs, phones, in the early stages. By night, he uses it to communicate with spirits, possibly, under the theory that they emit electromagnetic pulses, and off of the peoples who came before, who were able to navigate the world just by listening to sounds and tones and frequencies. And he says, well, the waves don't lie, the vibrations and such, they can fool our eyes, but they can't fool this. At least I don't think. It's not a perfected science. Switches it on, and there is a
If
faint...
that last bit that you said was like part of a book or lecture, Roxanne's verbatim like mouthing the words. Bit of a science, and just like watching you, because for them sound is the same thing, but in a different way where they've never had the instrument. So it's as if they've watched your lectures and they're just mouthing everything that you're saying behind you as if they read it.
Now I recognize you.
What? No.
Yeah. No, you're the one... And then, like, looks back at Pia and is like... Or not Pia, and is like, oh,
No, recording.
You're right. We'll talk about this later. Did you leave me a note after one of my lectures? I feel like I remember you now. It's fine, it doesn't matter.
Yes, I did. But it was on tuning and music, and yes. And they start humming to whatever sound is coming from that recording. Kind of hunched down, like just completely focused.
Yeah, and as it's like that hum and the device powers on, he's like, that letter's actually what made me fine-tune this. I think it's actually gonna work this time. Thanks. Yeah, and this is my small mundane invention, the metered response. Hopefully capitalizing on frequencies of the earth or the spiritual realm, or he doesn't really know. He's shooting in the dark.
Okay. What?
I suppose I would be looking for where the map. If Robbie's indicating that something's going to be coming to a head, I guess I'm looking for the highest concentration of frequencies, abnormal frequencies, high energy that's emitting, either from a gathering of beings, especially supernatural, tuning into that, where this believed supernatural frequency is. Looking for a direction.
Okay.
And not looking at Pia.
You're not looking at Pia? Okay.
No.
Interesting. The highest concentration. The highest concentration would probably be towards the manor. Directly in front of you is a farmhouse. There's a farmhouse sort of like diagonal to the right from that one, but further straight down, directly in front of you is a manor. That's where it's pointing.
Yeah, I think I point the microphone in that direction and hear that hum come to a louder fruition, and I think over there. We leave this, eh? Yeah? We don't talk to Tendril Pia.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
That seems fair. Rory still trying to like fan out the photo, which I think maybe would have developed at this point.
Yeah, surely.
Will observe it. Now, would he see Pia, or would he see a tendrilled monstrosity?
A photograph? He'd see Pia.
Upon the photo's full development, he kind of bumped the professor, and without a word, would just hand the photo to him.
He pauses for a moment, and are you offering it to him to take or showing him?
To take.
Okay, he will reluctantly take it and quickly put it in his bag. Thanks.
Don't worry about it.
It's not what I was expecting, I don't think.
Given the response from the rest of the group, that was not what I thought would come up on the photo as well, but it didn't feel right for me to keep it, to be honest, so yeah, let's mosey on.
Alright, I guess you need to take a better photo for your article.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, probably, yeah. This place is just fucking weird. I'm just settling in.
It's really weird. Really freaking weird. Starts moving towards the manor as we're all kind of talking about it.
Yep.
Okay. So you start walking, you start heading in towards the manor. You do see people milling about. But as you pass Pia, she doesn't take her eyes off of you, Jean. She even says to you, "You know, after all this time, I thought you'd at least say hi."
There's a stop and a stutter and a step. You're sure that's not her?
I look at Roxanne, who saw the thing that wasn't Pia, and I know that they're new, but I just don't think that I would distrust them that much. This reaction seems genuine. So even though I didn't see the thing, I'm going to look at Roxanne and like give a
Yeah, Roxanne was already moving closer to the professor, slowly at first, noticing the little moments, and they're familiar with that feeling of being around spirits. This is the most human interaction they've consistently been around. So as soon as they see the professor looking and those words come out, they had kind of scurried faster into the group with their like short like legs. They're trying to get to the front, and they'll pull out the pastry, open up, crinkle it up, and then that scent goes straight under the professor's like nose. Remember, not what you desire, most of all.
I think he lowers down the gramophone, the speaker, and the microphone, and starts laughing. Yeah, that's exactly what I desire.
What did they say?
Do you not hear it?
Did we all hear it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if they did, the first thing they would have said was, "Don't worry yourself on words unsaid."
Yeah, but it's supposed to be noting me for the past 12 years. It's exactly the thing I didn't say. And the wrong things that I did.
Hmm.
And my words are meant for her. If I ever see her again, or can talk to her again, not something pretending to be a...
Pretending is correct. But words that you want to write to her, we can fashion them together, and I'm sure we can find a way to get her to hear it. But whatever mockery they are making of Pia, let's not give into it. Here, and they'll give out like a quarter of the pastry to you, and then like fold it together. Save it for later. It's still warm.
That was really weird of me to do. Yep, I'm just gonna put this in my pocket now. Thank you so much, Roxanne. Never doubted you. Glad you're on the team.
Glad I am as well. Now, gramophone ready. Straightforward.
You pass, as I said, you pass people in the street. They all appear to be, I mean, from all intents and purposes, they appear to be couples. You see a man weeping on his knees in the middle of the street, his forehead to the forehead of a woman. Then you see someone approaching your group. A man in like a nice suit. He looks like he could be like a butler or something like that. He looks like he's dressed like he does service.
I make sure to step forward, but not toward him. I don't like face this person and step towards them. It's more like I sidestep away from the group and make sure to keep them in my peripheral. That way, if anything seems aggressive or not on the up and up, I can react quickly. But I don't do anything. We're out in public, so it's just me, surveying the space. Actually, I'd like to do a survey roll to see if there's anything, like maybe they brought backup, maybe I can see something about them that helps me make a better informed decision about how on guard I should be. And I'm gonna spend a drive to do this. 2 4s and a 5, and the 4 was on my gilded die, but that's not my highest die, so 5.
He has sort of like I guess like a pin on his on his lapel, and he says to you, "We're happy to welcome you. You made it just in time for the banquet."
Already eaten.
No matter. Would you like to accept your place of honor?
Roxanne's looking at everyone.
Rory meets Roxanne's look, looks at Robbie and then the professor. Were we expected?
I didn't receive an invitation.
At that, he says, "The master sent your invitation. Not but an hour or two ago."
I'm talking about Mr. Fane.
His face hardens at that, and he says, "No."
I look at the group, and I know that this stranger is able to listen, but we don't really have the luxury of taking a bit to think about it. He's approached us on the street. So I just kind of like turn and go, well, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I can throw him pretty far, judging the looks of him. But we have no other leads. Time is dwindling, and what I do know is whatever they're planning, it's happening soon, tonight.
No, I agree the same with you. If something is happening tonight, then they would happen at a banquet.
And
Lead the way.
Mr. Tulling, Professor.
Agreed. Lead the way.
What better way to gather evidence and go straight into the heart of it? So, who's your master, though? You said odd choice of words. Your employer, maybe? Your father, maybe? Is it family? Is it clear in the air out there?
He starts to speak, and then he stops and he looks at you. Give me a sense roll.
Oh, that's just a single die. I'm going to use a drive to give myself basically advantage, I suppose. Okay, that's a 4.
Take a brain. You feel like something. Again, it's there's no way to explain it, but it's like something is like tickling your brain, touching it, probing it, I guess is probably a better word for this. And in this moment, as his mouth moves, no sound comes out. But you feel, or I should say, you hear I gave you an offer once, and you denied it. I will not be so generous again.
I don't remember seeing a formal offer. So did you hear that? No? No one else, just me?
Hear what?
Exactly. His mouth started moving, then I had something else in my head.
Sorry,
What?
whose mouth?
This butler fella. But this is not, I heard a voice in my head.
If you're
Must
going
be
to
asking
share with the
questions.
professor, then maybe you should share with the rest of the group. And this is to the butler.
He says, the master's bargains are singular in nature. You either accept and gain the world, or you deny them to his displeasure.
I'm going.
Right behind
You're
you.
going.
Rory snaps a picture of the folks that they passed on the way in. Lets the film develop. Yes. Go to this lovely banquet. Why not?
So you keep walking, and he leads you to the manor. As you pass, you see a familiar sight. You see what looks like Adam's brownstone attached to, almost like it was stitched onto the side of the manor. There's an additional, essentially what looks like another entrance, but it looks like Adam's brownstone. What do you do?
I'm keeping my head on a swivel. I'm at the back of the pack instead of the front because I'm not leading us anywhere since we're following. And I want to make sure nothing untoward goes on so that I can protect the rest of the circle. But otherwise, I'm doing nothing but making sure I'm staying alert and vigilant.
I think Rory is also taking in the environment, kind of veiling their need to feel situationally aware with taking photos. So they'll take a deep gander at a bunch of different things around. If there's anything that stands out of intrigue, and just flash a photo.
Okay.
Pause, look around, flash another.
The photo you took of the man on the ground, it develops. What you see is different from what you saw with Pia. You see the man the same, yes, but the woman he's forehead to forehead with is physically attached to him. It's like you see a similar creature. Its face looking directly into the lens.
Nightmare. Rory will nudge Robbie, or rather tap them on the shoulder. Oi, look at this. This is from the photo. You remember that man that was crying out front?
Yeah?
Does this look like he was head to head with a lover or something like that?
Yeah, so? Oh, there was no...
Yeah. And it's...
You got any dead loved ones?
I hope not. I mean, big family, parents are alive. I haven't got any, grievances I'm worried about here. How about you?
Huh? Professor!
No.
It is...
No, Robbie.
You got anyone besides Pia?
I feel like you're skirting the question there, Robbie.
I would agree.
Come on.
Roxanne, do you have anyone we should be worried about?
Plenty, but I don't know any of them. So how about you?
No one we should be worried about. Just if there are people's most cherished loved ones here, or even the illusion of them being here, be harder.
I think I knew that deep down. It just didn't feel the same,
Rory will go to the professor and show them the photo. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that you didn't get too close, friend.
But this one showed up on camera, did it not? And she didn't look different. She looked the same. She looked. Not gonna worry about it. It's just let's go before I disappoint Robbie.
At least to Rory, they'll kind of have their hand out to see the picture. And they'll note the same thing as the professor's saying this. This one decided not to hide. Goodness, if we do see it again, then I don't know that one. I guess there is another one we could commune with and get some answers. One of them must be itching to talk.
I really hope you're right, Roxanne. I hope they're cordial.
They never are, but...
Never?
No. Who would be?
Good to know. And he just writes that down in his notes. Spirits not cordial, mostly.
The butler leads you to the manor. He opens the door. Would you like to go in?
I am monitoring the frequencies and such. Does this feel like an illusion of a house, or does it feel like a full manor?
Everything feels real, yes.
I'm really going to hone in and focus in using the invention, using some other research materials that I'm using to monitor levels, frequencies, taking mental notes. And I'm also going to take another brain mark to cash in on occult researcher. I'd like to ask you for an important occult detail that you would recognize from your studies, but has not yet been revealed in the scene. And I'd like to cash that in, especially as I'm entering in the manor.
You've done some reading before, and so you know that there is, or there has been, an incident before involving a djinn. And this reminds you of the spell that it had the people under in this previous incident that you read about.
You know, I was debating writing it down, but I don't think that he wants to put down his device. So he's just gonna lean over to Roxanne. Wait, did you read the Journal of Paranormal Occurrences of Old and New? Do you read that publication?
Yes, was it the first volume up to the 5th, or are you just talking about one specific one?
Yes, actually, one specific one from the 3rd volume, page 34. You remember what that was regarding?
Tell me, what are you looking for?
Well, I think the same thing's going on here. I think it's, I think it's a...
No idea what you just said.
Starts with a D.
Oh.
The big D.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I think.
No.
Yes.
Not the big... Oh, all right. Wish granting.
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense for the questions that they were asking. Desires. What you could trade for what you want. Oh no. All right. Well, they're going to pull the charm bracelet that they have and kind of pull it open in like a little circle. And on each of these little charms, they have like a connection to possibly like a spirit or a voice that they could continuously talk to. So they're just going to kind of shake it around and, hello, lovelies. It's me again. I know you must be sleeping, but I'm kind of scared and lost, and I'm wondering where you are. So, are you around me? Hopefully, like a ring protecting everything, and all is good in the world, and we're back. No, we're not. All right. And try to sense if their friendly spirits are around them that they're used to ask questions.
Sure. They answer you.
They do.
They do.
This is so rare that even like the excitement in Roxy's face is like, oh god, thank goodness, as if they've been calling on this phone like 6 times a day, and maybe like once a week they answer and they're like, great, this works. We're walking into a little bit of a funny situation. And they start like humming that music to keep the circle in tune. I think that we should get some help. Can you be of some help? And then like waiting for them to respond back, trying to just forge that connection with them.
You hear one respond to you, and it says, "Oh, Roxanne, you shouldn't be here."
Monty?
You need to leave. This place holds nothing but pain.
I cannot leave. You know that. There. Oh, what is there for me?
There's nothing. There is nothing here for you. All I see is sorrow.
Well, that is true. And it will be true tomorrow morning. And the day after that as well. And there's little tears coming down. But we want to find someone. And I need to help I need help finding them and understanding where they are right now. Could you help me with that?
I can. What is it you need?
They'll like look up from the little circle that they've done, and you can see like assaults that they've pulled out to the professor, to Robbie, to Rory. If we walk any further, we are dealing with a djinn. So, there is a problem here. The closer and closer we get, the harder and harder we will deter from our main query, which is Mr. Fane. Correct? Everyone?
Yeah.
Good. I want everyone to say it out loud. That is what we want and not what we greatly desire. What we greatly desire is Adam fame.
Right? Yeah, Adam Fane. Yep.
Great. Professor?
Yeah. And the
It is?
safety of people here, especially Adam.
Of course. Yes. But we came here for Adam, and we will, in that way, and they look back to the spirit, find the answer for the rest. Adam Fane.
Something supersedes this spirit. You all hear this. There's a voice, an audible voice at this point, that says, "Is that truly what you wish?"
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You say yes. As you say yes, you see like a multitude of eyes open on the wall next, on the wall of the manor next to you, all looking at you. And as they close, you find yourself in a new location. You find yourself, the four of you, same positions, standing in a dark room. You hear a drip from the stalactites. You see above you a beating heart the size of, like, for size comparisons, the best thing that comes to mind is like a bear. So we're going with that. The size of a bear. And beneath it is Adam, looking at you, saying, "You weren't supposed to be here. Why did you come here?"
It's a real lack of gratitude, mate.
Indeed.
He looks up at the heart. He says, "I've given you a lot. I have allowed this to go on as far as I did, and you weren't supposed to hurt anyone else. It's just supposed to be me and you doing this. What have you done?"
You're talking to her heart.
I'm talking to the only thing that can give me back what I... Listen, my life is... I've done a lot of things not entirely proud of, but I figured if I had to live my life alone, it wasn't worth it, so I just think the four of you should leave before it gets worse.
No, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that. Because here's the thing. When life gets hard, and when you feel like you've done enough, when you feel like there's never enough at the same time that you can do to either make up for what you've done in your past, or you feel like there's not enough to keep on going for. You don't get to just decide that it's done. You don't get to decide that your work is done. You don't get to decide that for other people. You brought us together. You brought us under the Candela. You gave us a purpose. All of us who've been affected by all of these different phenomena, you don't get to just decide that you're done with us now that you put us together. I know it's hard. I know it seems like you've lost your way. But you can't say that you know exactly how the rest of your life is going to go. And you might be surprised. And I'm pretty sure the first day that we got together, you told us not to make deals with entities beyond our understanding.
It's rule number 562, Article 3, subsection 44.
It's true.
That's very explicit.
Yes, I totally read that part as well.
It takes a while to get there, it's okay.
Well, you can't stop it once it's started.
Have you tried?
I shoot the heart.
Okay. All right.
Ayo.
It's so funny. If there's something that is around, Roxanne was going to throw a knife to break the circle, but instead they will look to Robbie when this had started and they were talking, and as Robbie passed to go do that with like the arm up, they will put a warding symbol on them with some sand.
Okay, excellent. Robbie, make a control roll.
It's pretty big. It's the size of a bear. I'm gonna hit it.
I think you will, but like, I feel like I must.
Also,
Cool,
I'm
cool,
gonna help. So take an extra die. I'm gonna spend a drive.
Okay.
And I like to think that
Okay.
Robbie's gun is named Bon Jovi. In this moment, as it shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
Wow.
I got a 6 on a gilded die.
I mean, yeah. Well, you hit it.
Did you roll double sixes?
That is after. So, no, I did not roll double 6s. I spent all of my drive to do this.
Oh. Okay, yeah, perfect. No, that's great. Yeah, you. So yeah, you take a shot, and you pierce the heart. The beating doesn't stop at first. It slows, and then as it slows and weakens, you hear an audible scream from above you, and it's loud. It is a loud scream, even though you're in system, you're like in a cave system essentially at this point. First you hear the scream, and then you hear wailing, and you can physically see those, I'll call them spirits. You see them returning, almost like they're being sucked into the heart itself, until the heart sort of like bursts into not blood, but a wave of bleed. Give me a move roll, all of you.
Try
You
and
get a +1, Robbie, to move.
Thank you.
Yes.
try and flip it all if you'll allow it. This isn't a mechanic or anything, but I would like to switch my device, my invention into the new experimental mode, inspired by Roxanne's
Sure, why
letter. The one that not only emits and records and helps to understand frequencies, but the one that receives and takes it in.
Okay.
And I want to see if it will work to absorb any of this, especially if it's very loud screams in a cave and it's echoing and crescendoing and threatening.
What are you trying to absorb? Because my first thought was, are you trying to absorb a djinn into your device? But what are you trying to absorb?
It's experimental features. Whatever you think is appropriate. But it is taking in and recording either the sound, the energy, dampening some of it, sucking it out of the room so it doesn't damage us.
Fuck it.
Something,
I'll allow it.
whatever you want.
Nah, I'll allow it. And you know what? I'll allow it, but it's gonna be a control roll, and this is dangerous.
Oh. Well, I have better part of valor when making controller move roll to flee danger. Well, is this technically this
It's fine.
trying to skirt
You can
danger,
use it.
gild a die.
I'll take it.
Cool.
It's
Cool. That's a crit. It's 2 6s.
Okay. Okay, so you switch it into its experimental mode. And you're saying you're trying to trap the energy inside of it. Okay. You succeed in doing this. What happens is, as the heart explodes, all of that bleed goes directly into your device instead of dissipating as it would normally and hitting everyone. It's more focused. Yeah, so you have essentially trapped a djinn's heart, at least, in your device. And I don't know what that would do, but
I just looked down in disbelief at what just happened. And you okay?
Have we all successfully moved out of the building?
yeah. So you you were because you were transported underground because of the effectively the wish. So you have made your way back up. You see the town as it actually is. The glamour has faded. So what you see, as you exit what is now a mine shaft, you see a sea of people, essentially. A few of them confused, dazed. Some weeping for what they'd lost. And you see sort of pulling up the rear, kind of behind you, Adam.
I look around and immediately land on the professor. And I go, go on. You're the one that's good at the talking. Go talk.
So I'm not good at the talk. I think Roxanne's good at the talking.
All right, I volunteer the new girl. Go on.
What am I doing? Oh. And they're literally looking over the machine that has now taken a Jin's heart. And look, oh, okay.
Is it?
Instead of like saying a word to start, they will stand next to Adam and slowly put their hand into their hand and clasp it. Adam?
Yeah.
I am very lost and afraid. And you are the one that brought me into this circle. Everything that I have lost, I do not know. I don't know my parents or my friends. The most I have heard out of everything and everyone around me were the spirits. You've given me the circle, but I still need you to teach me more. I cannot ask you to let go what you have and then kind of look back at the box. What you feel sorrow for, but I can hold your hand and stand with you through it.
He says, that's, it's more than I deserve. But, God, I knew you were going to be a good recruit.
Well, it's a good thing we don't get to decide what we deserve. Well, at least in terms of good things. Sometimes we just get to be grateful. Well, I'm glad you're still around. We have a Jin's heart in a box to figure out something to do with this. This is going to be a big research project. You know, I'm going to need Rory to tug on some of his strings and your journaling network.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Chris,
You might need some
yeah.
funding as well for your studies. You know, this feels important.
You know, in this new day and age, I think publicity and marketing, are they calling it? There's, you know, it's going to be big.
Yeah. Newfangled.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already exhausted of the both of yous.
Does that happen every time?
I'll crack that skull, or shell, not skull. So, no, Robbie would crack my skull. No, Robbie.
As soon as you say that,
Rory.
Robbie perks up.
Wrong phrase, Robbie. I swear, it's crack
Wrong.
the shell. You know, maybe, hopefully, please don't beat me.
Looks over at Roxanne and says, every time, no. Only when we're lucky.
And with that, we end with this. As you all walk to the car, Jean, you do hear one thing. You hear the Jinn, and it says, one day you'll need something, and you'll come to me, because you know I can grant it. As we fade out.
Well, At least right now I have everything I need. Takes the quarter of the ham and cheese croissant out of his pocket and pops it in his mouth as he hops in the car.
Howdy. I am Meadow. I have been Meadow and will hopefully continue to be Meadow in the future. You can find me everywhere on the internet that matters at Howdy Love Darlin or Howdy Love Darlin GM. I write games, play games, read games, and make content about playing pretend. It's been really fun getting a little bit weirded out and then shooting the biggest heart I've ever seen. So thank you for having me. Around November, I will still be doing Hex Heist stuff on my own channel and releasing games every single month. So follow along for that journey.
I'll go next. Yeah, you can catch me at Oathbreaker Carry on almost everywhere on the internet. Yeah, I too will be on Hex Heist with Meadow, getting traumatized on a weekly basis. You know, it's a good time. And we'll probably be close to wrapping up Forgotten Adventures. So for the folks who want to catch up on that show, highly encourage it. And can catch me at PAX Unplugged, which I'll be at in the following month. So yeah, that's what I got going on.
And hi, again, I'm Moz. You can find me everywhere at It's Mozzarella. Or if you want to come hang out and stream, Mozzarella with 3 L's on Twitch. But I do voice acting, I think, as well. I'll be on the end of Forgotten Adventures, Defenders of Fendelver, so definitely catch up on that, as well as our main campaign on Catchy Cantrips. I believe by that point I will have started Forgery, which is a solo ttrpg by Banana Chan, where you slowly, well, your paintings start painting back. So it's going to be creepy and amazing and cool. So check that out on my YouTube.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, oh my god.
Hi, I'm Chaotic Neutral Joe. You can just call me Joe. I'm a non-binary creator around the internet and also in just the general entertainment industry. Everybody's links you can find below in the description if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching the premiere live on Twitch, you can find it in the chat. I'm sure we'll have thought that far ahead. Yeah, this you'll be able to find me. I'm around.
All right. Yes, and I have been Triumph, your storyteller for this evening. And yeah, I'm an actor. I do things other than that on the internet. And I'm usually around in Joe's chat. So if not there, you know, you can find me. But I appreciate you for watching, and I appreciate everyone at this table today, because this was a delight. So thank you so much. But with that, I bid you adieu.